Hello, everyone. This is Julie Rosenfeld, professor of violin at the University of Missouri School of Music and treasurer of the Odyssey Chamber Music Series. I'm here in my capacity as violinist, and I'm very excited to share with you this short preview of our upcoming performance of Igor Stravinsky's L'Histoire du Soldat. That will be on Friday, November 1st, beginning at 7 p.m., at First Baptist Church in downtown Columbia. It has been a long-time dream of mine to be able to perform this wonderful work in its entirety, complete with actors, a dancer, and a chamber ensemble. For this performance on November 1st, I will be joined by Isaac Foley on double bass, Wes Warnhoff on clarinet, Austin Way on bassoon, Iskander Akhmadullin on cornet, Tim Howe on trombone, Megan Arns on a battery of percussion. Aaron Krawitz will perform as both the narrator and the soldier, Joseph. John McKeever will portray our devil, and Kailey Baker will be our dancer. Staging and lighting is by Heather Hatton. I'm sure that many of you know that Stravinsky achieved a scandalous success in 1913 with the premiere of his ballet, The Rite of Spring, in Paris. Soon thereafter, in June of 1914, Europe erupted into the Great War because of the assassination of the Austrian Archduke in Sarajevo. For the next 4 years, Europe, indeed the entire world, was embroiled in this turmoil. Adding to Stravinsky's misery, in 1917, the Russian Revolution and Civil War resulted in Lenin and the Communist Party coming to power. In the year after the Russian Revolution, Stravinsky found himself and his family facing the prospect of permanent exile in Switzerland, where they had taken refuge during that Great War. L'Histoire du Soldat, written in 1918, is openly a parable of the times in which it was composed, and of Stravinsky's predicament as a prisoner of those turbulent times. This Faustian tale, adapted by Stravinsky and his librettist C.F. Ramuz from various Russian folk tales, is given a universal character by drawing material from a variety of sources, such as American ragtime, Argentine tango, Spanish pasodoble, Viennese waltzes, and Bach chorales. Only the violin theme, symbolizing the soul of the soldier, has a definite Russian flavor. All of these elements are thrown into a melting pot, and the result is one of Stravinsky's most original works. Scored for pairs of instruments, high and low, from the orchestra, these instruments produce a colorful tapestry of sound around the actors and the dancer. The story follows the soldier, Joseph, who is on a 10-day leave from the army. In part 1, he is footsore and weary from his long journey. He takes out his old fiddle and starts to play, but is soon interrupted by Nick, the devil, who offers him a magical book in exchange for the violin. Joseph reluctantly agrees to spend 3 days at the devil's home, learning about the book and teaching the devil to play the violin. Joseph leaves after those 3 days with great wealth, but is distressed to realize that people in his village are now afraid of him. He arrives at his fiancée's house, only to find her living with another husband and her children. He is horrified to discover that he has been away for 3 years, not 3 days, and that his mother, friends, and neighbors think that he is a ghost. He confronts the devil, who laughs at him when he asks for his violin back. Part 2 begins when Joseph arrives at an inn, where he hears the news that the king's daughter is ill, and whoever can raise her from her sickbed will be given her hand in marriage. When the soldier arrives at the palace, he finds that the devil is already there, disguised as a virtuoso violinist. Joseph then challenges the devil to play cards in the hopes of regaining his violin, which he does, and he immediately plays it for the princess, which revives her miraculously. She begins a series of 3 dances, the tango, waltz, and ragtime, and at the end, Joseph and the princess embrace. Joseph now realizes that he could defeat the devil by playing his fiddle in the Dance of the Devil, during which Stravinsky makes ample use of the sinister interval of the tritone, known as the Diabolus in Musica. This frenetic music causes the devil to collapse in exhaustion, but the devil then warns Joseph that he may not leave the kingdom without the devil regaining control of him. Eventually, the soldier ignores this warning and crosses the threshold, whereupon the devil once again claims Joseph's soul and carries him off to hell. In the final musical number, the Triumphal March of the Devil, the violin and percussion are entwined in a rhythmic duel in which the percussion finally asserts its dominance. It is as if Stravinsky has stripped away the extraneous to leave only the music's skeleton. Rhythm itself is established as a symbol of the overwhelming power of evil. The Faustian theme of a man selling his soul to gain wealth or knowledge is resolved in an utterly pessimistic way. The soldier fails with no hope of redemption. He is trapped and torn to pieces by the evil forces gathered around him. Now, as a preview for our upcoming performance on November 1st at First Baptist Church, beginning at 7 p.m., here is a preview of The Devil's Dance from Part 2 of Stravinsky's L'Histoire du Soldat. Myself am playing violin, Isaac Foley on double bass, Wes Warnhoff on clarinet, Austin Way on bassoon, Iskander Akhmadullin on cornet, Tim Howe on trombone, Megan Arns is our percussionist, and the character of Joseph and the narrator played by Aaron Krawitz, while the devil is John McKeever. Enjoy.